Hey guys, how y'all doing today? It's Glenn, Midtown Power Washers, Memphis, Tennessee. You know, I've never had an anxiety attack in my life. Um, I don't know what that's all about. I've heard people talk about them, but I think I just had one for the first time ever in my almost 35 years on this planet. I think I just had my first anxiety attack. I couldn't breathe. Um, I was lightheaded. It felt like everything was just closing in on me, and I started freaking out. It's all business related. I went to go get some formula and some medicine for my daughter, and check my bank account like I regularly do, every day, basically, because I have stuff just, cause bills come out and everything, and when you're trying to figure out the business, you got to keep enough money in your personal account and, all that good stuff, and keep your money in your business account. So you just it's a balancing act for me to figure out what to do, because I'm not necessarily paying myself yet. I'm just putting enough in my personal account to pay the bills that come out. We don't have going out to eat money. We don't have new truck money by far. So the entire time I've been doing this, I've really been walking a fine line of upgrading equipment, marketing, mostly marketing. I've only done one little upgrade on my equipment, but mostly marketing. I've been doing walking a really fine line between taking the money that we've made, putting it back into marketing, and then still having enough money to pay the bills. I'm the sole provider. This is my full-time job. I don't have, I've been laid off since March from Bill Street. I am the sole provider for my family. My fiance, she's not started work yet, so I've been taking care of all the bills for the past year, and it's kind of caught up to me today. I felt it like before I walked into Kroger to get the stuff that I needed to get. It just hit me. That's when I checked the bank account. I believe that I'm spending the money in the right spot. I know that without marketing, I'm not going to get jobs. Therefore, I'm not going to get paid. So I know how important it is. And I've been doing really good with just eking by with a little bit of money left over after we pay the bills, and then still putting everything in marketing. Well, I'm trying to get everything ready for March. So of course I buy, several $100s worth of marketing materials that, are needed. Maybe the shirts and the hoodies aren't needed. I just bought a small batch of those. They're not really needed as much, but in the long run, they'll help us. So I just kind of wanted to touch on that. I really freaked out, and I'm sitting there like, what are you going to do? Are you gonna fail? Are you going to have to sell your trailer? Are you going to have to get rid of the business? Are you just going to have to go get you another job somewhere? Is that what you're going to do? Because that's an option. That's never not an option. And so I had my little freak out, and finally got to where I felt like I could go in the store and get what I needed. And I'm standing in line, and I'm waiting to check out, and I'm still just all these thoughts running in my mind, like you can't provide for your family. You're not going to be able to do this. You're not going to be able to take care of being a family man and take care of your bills and take care of everything that you got to take care of, because it's all on you, right? Everything's on me. And I got in the car and I started driving home, and I took the long way home, and I realized that it's not all on me. I can only control my little part and do what I'm supposed to do, and what I'm told that I'm supposed to do, and what I believe, because the guys that have done this for years and years tell me, is that I have to market. I have to market. I have to market. I have to market. So I believe that. I believe it worked for them, so I believe it'll work for me. So I'm driving home, and I'm pulling through my neighborhood. It's the historic district of Memphis, and really nice, big, old, like 1800s, late 1800s, early 1900 houses, big houses. And, you know, I've walked through and I've given my business cards out, and I thought, well, what a better place to walk around than my neighborhood and knock on some doors. You know, tomorrow is Sunday. I can knock on some doors Sunday. I can probably come into contact with some people, and I can offer a special to them. I can say, you know, for a regular 4-car driveway, $50. You know, that'll put enough money. I believe that. I believe that that'll put enough money in my bank account to take care of the bills, where I don't have to ask anybody for money, because I do have friends that would lend me some money. I do have family, which is the last thing I want to do. I'd rather ask my friends, but I do have people that, you know, if I need a couple $100, they know I'm good for it. I'll pay them back. But I want to do this without that help, and that is absolutely an option. You know, I could have just crawled up in a hole and let that fear just grip me, and, you know, been done with it. Just said, all right, well, this is, you know, I'm just going to get me a 9 to 5 and call it a day. This ain't for me. I could have done all that, you know, cut my losses right now. And that's what my brain was telling me to do. That's what my brain was saying. Hey, you're not going to cut it at this. You're not going to make it. So you just need to go ahead and quit now. And that's how my brain works. As soon as I get in a little fear, as soon as some things start happening, some adversity hits, that's how my brain works. It cuts into that. Well, you might as well just cut all your losses and run. You know, I got to fight that every step of the way and know that I've been taken care of. I will continue to be taken care of as long as I do the things that I'm supposed to do, as long as I play my part. And my part in this is that I can absolutely go and knock on some doors Sunday and Monday, because I don't have anything lined up. I'm hoping I have a good job lined up Tuesday, but it might be a net 30 job. So therefore, that's not going to help me with the bills this month. You know, it'll help me with the bills next month, but it won't help me with the bills this month. But what I can do is I can go out and I can make a couple $100. You know, if I'm hitting the neighborhoods and I'm telling people, hey, you know, I live in this neighborhood. A lot of them know me. A lot of them see me drive my Jeep around anyway. If I tell them, hey, you know, I live right down here, I thought I'd do something nice for the neighborhood and offer everybody a driveway cleaning at a very discounted rate, and just tell them all like a pretty flat rate. I mean, some of these houses have circle drives and other things like that, and obviously I'm not doing that for $50 regardless. I'll ask my friends for money before I do that, but for the ones that are reasonable, you know, and I'll offer them still a great deal on a driveway clean. $75-$80 would still be a wonderful deal on some of these driveways. Like, they're not going to get that anywhere. So you know, when adversity hits, what are you going to do? You're going to crawl in a hole somewhere and hide and run and sell your trailer and be like, well, I'm just not cut out for this? Are you going to figure out ways? We're supposed to be entrepreneurs, right? We're supposed to make it happen. We're supposed to be out there willing to hustle when we need to. Does that mean I have to cut the prices that I charge down? Absolutely. But you know what? Ain't nobody paying my bills but me. So I got to do what I got to do to pay those bills. That fear gripped me, man. It did. It grabbed me, and my chest was tight and I couldn't breathe. I've never felt that before in my life, and I've been in some real stressful situations before in my life, and I've never felt that type of just, man, I've never felt it. I've never experienced that. I've always been pretty cool and calm under pressure. And I guess, you know, being a new father and having that over my head, kind of, I don't know, I'm still having a hard time breathing right now, but I guess it's kind of, you know, that's always on my mind. It's my fiance and my daughter. That's the reason why I'm doing all of this. That's the only reason why I'm doing all this. Otherwise, if it was just me in the world, I'd be bartending down on Bill, hanging out, shooting the shit every day. That's what I'd be doing, because I mean, I like doing that, and it's easy, and I've been doing it for years, and it's comfortable, right? So I'm gonna stick in what's comfortable and not get out of my comfort zone. I'm just gonna stay with what was, you know, treating me all right. That adversity is gonna come. Everything is not gonna go perfect. And up until this point, you know, we've had other months where it was tight around bill time. Around the beginning of the month is when our bills come out. and it was tight the week before, but jobs always seem to line up. It's like God was lining this stuff up for me, just for us, and putting it there, right there for us to just do, and then we didn't have a problem. I can't expect God to do that all the time. I can't expect God to just hand me these gifts, these blessings, if I'm not willing to go out and work for them. And that's the way I see it. So there's, I'm trying to train my mind to look for alternative routes, look for alternative ways to go other than just giving up on myself, on my family, on my business, because that's what I'm really doing. I'm really just giving up, because it's going to take me, if I get another job bartending somewhere, it's just going to take me away from my daughter. I'm never going to be there at nighttime. I'm never going to be there on the weekends. I'm never going to be there for any holidays. Other than like Christmas and Thanksgiving, I won't be there. Everything else I will not be attending. So I don't want that. I don't want that more than anything. So I'm going to have to go out. I'm going to have to get this money however I can, and then hopefully some other things start rolling in, and it should. Business is about to start picking up. I feel it. We're on the cusp of really turning over the corner. And I feel that because we have everything bought now. Now we just are, we're maintaining the money spend, obviously with the website and the, insurance and stuff like that. But really, I don't foresee any major expenditures in the next 2 months. Hopefully by then we're making enough money where we can try to get a truck. Because I've got one that's mine. I just gotta make it right for what I need it for. So, we have those options, and I think that for these next 2 months, if we just hustle hard and really save our money like we've been saving it, we should be fine. We should have some money set aside, some emergency funds, so for when stuff really goes bad that we have to spend some money on, we'll have it to spend. Man, don't let that fear take over. It's hard. It really is when you have all this pressure on you. I don't have the luxury of having another job. This isn't my side job. This isn't the way that I support my family. And that's the way I fell into it, So if it wasn't for like food stamps and WIC, we'd be going hungry a lot of nights, That's where my life is right now. So it doesn't have to always be there. And it's not going to always be there. I know it's not. This is only temporary. But if I let that fear win, then that's all I got is what could have happened. Thinking about how it could have been and what I should have done different. So I hope this helps somebody, man. Just stay at it. You got to just wake up in the morning and continue doing the things that are proven to work. Do the things that are proven to work, that have worked for other people. Just do those things and you will succeed. I believe that for myself. I believe that for anybody. If I'm willing to go out there and put in the work, I will succeed. Y'all stay easy, be safe. Peace. All right, guys, so y'all saw where I had my little freak out last night, and I made this plan that I was gonna get up in the morning and I'm gonna start passing these flyers out, and because I was freaked out, and I got scared and all that good stuff yesterday, but I like to stay in the solution, so I'm like, where's the solution? Let's do that. And so I set forth a plan of like, these are a couple of neighborhoods that I could go fly. I've been wanting to paper, and we went to bed, and then I woke up this morning, and a couple of friends of mine that had wanted to get their house done, and they got this big like concrete patio in the front of their house, and they wanted to get that done, but they didn't have like the money to pay to get it all done. So, my buddy's wife, she's like, can we just pay you, can I cash app you, is what she wanted to do, cash app, so we can keep track of exactly how much has been sent. Can I cash app you until we get up to X amount of dollars, and then we'll get you to do it. And I was like, yeah, that's, that'll be fine. I'll do that for y'all. We can do that. That's good. So she paid me one time $100 she sent to me. I think it was like in the middle of December. And so that was what I had. And I think, it's not much. It's like $400 job, something like that. And I wake up this morning though, and I get a text. Hey, Amy sent that over to you, or she should have cashed at that. Just give us a call, let us know when you can get that done. And whenever's convenient for you is good for us. So sure enough, I got openings all week, so I'm basically just playing around the rain right now. Might as well, if I'm not busy, if I don't have to be out in it, I'm not going to be out in it. So I call them up and I'm like, yeah, man, I'll be by there Thursday, or I can either do Tuesday or Thursday, weather permitting. One of those 2 days it's supposed to be nice, so we can take care of it. And he was like, man, that sounds great. So I say that to say this, I stayed in the solution. I trusted that I was going to be taken care of, that as long as I continue to do these things moving forward that I'm supposed to do, then I'm going to be taken care of. Now, last night, I thought that I wasn't going to be able to pay the electric bill at my house this coming up month, or it was going to be late. I'm never late on bills. And it just stresses me out too much to be late on bills. So I freaked out about it. I had an anxiety attack. I had all those feelings of fear just grip me. And then I got into, okay, you know what? Luckily for me, I do have this higher power in my life that I trust takes care of this stuff. Now, that trust isn't always there when I start putting stuff on my shoulders. So I have to take a step back. All right, this is what I can do. This is the little amount that I can control. Sorry, guys, there's a big train coming through. We live like 3 houses down from the train tracks, and I never realize how loud it is until I'm actually shooting one of these videos. I guess we've just gotten used to it. But anyway, so I trust in this higher power, and if I tell people that I trust in this higher power, then I should be doing that. I'm a man of my word, and I should be doing what I should be practicing what I'm preaching. I'm not a preacher, but I should be practicing what I believe in, what I tell people I believe in. So, man, look at God. You know what I mean? Like I was worried about the bills, so worried that I had an anxiety attack yesterday. I set forth a plan of what I was going to do today, and woke up this morning, and lo and behold, it was taken care of. There was money right there. The exact amount of money that I needed to feel comfortable went to my bank account this morning without me doing anything. Now, I've got to do the job and all that good stuff, and that's not going to be an issue. But does that mean that I can, does that mean I'm supposed to not go put these out today because now the money's looking in the bank? No. That's what we're about to go do right now. A buddy of mine, he was like, hey man, if you're over in this area of town, he was like, I'll hop in the truck, we can go, I'll go walk, I'll put out some flyers. So just because everything's taken care of now does not mean that I'm going to sit back and rest on my laurels and just be thankful that it happened. I'm still going to go out and do what I had set out to do. I'm still going to do, what I made plans to do today. I'm still going to go make that happen. So that's just kind of an update. This thing is a roller coaster, bro. It's a roller coaster. Like, I cannot express to you. Life's a roller coaster in general. And then when you're putting a little pressure on yourself about owning a business and paying the bills for your family and stuff like that, that roller coaster, I think you experience that roller coaster a little bit more vividly, So, I love it. I do love it. Now, hopefully, I don't love the feeling I had yesterday. Don't get me wrong. I do not love that feeling. But the feeling that I had today, it wasn't like, oh, yes, look at, I've got the bills paid. It was, man, there is a God. That's something I prayed about last night. And then it's answered. And it's been like that countless times since I got in recovery. It's been like that so many times. I've always been taken care of. I tend to forget. I'm very forgetful, so I tend to forget that, and I want to take back some power. So, as long as I'm doing what I can do, controlling my little bit that I can control, and trusting God to take care of the rest, man, 10 times out of 10 it has happened for me so far. Now, everything doesn't go my way and exactly like I wanted, at my time or anything like that, but every single time it has worked out. A lot of times it's worked out better than what my plans were for it. So, yeah, man, if you're going through it, if you're new, that's the whole thing. We're all new. I'm a new business owner. If you're watching this, you're more than likely a new business owner because you want to know how a guy set up a cheap soft wash, or you want to know how a trailer's set up, or how they do some little something. And that's what I would do. I would just watch all these videos. So if you're new, that's kind of what this channel is going to be about, is the ups and downs of it, man. I don't need to sugarcoat it for you guys. Like, sometimes it's great, when you're getting that $2,000 check, that $2,400 check, that big, for me, big money check for a day's work. You're on top of the world. You're up there, man. You have just conquered. You have conquered the day. And then you got times like this that it's a little slim, and it reminds me that whenever I do have those big times, I really need to start watching my expenditures in my marketing and my expenditures, period. I need to start watching that as far as the business is concerned. I need to start watching how much I'm spending, because I was towing a fine line, and it was scary. I want my bills to be paid for next month, at least by the middle of this month. That's the way my brain works. I want it to be, for me to be comfortable by the second week of February. I should have all the bills taken care of for March. That way I can focus on the next month. I don't know why that's where my head goes, but it is a roller coaster, and it's the only thing I can do is just keep on doing it. I can just keep on doing it because I don't want to quit. I don't want to give up. My family, we can't afford that to happen. It would really break us. It would put us to a point where I don't know what we'd do. Honestly, I don't know what we would do. It would be very harmful to my family life and everything else if I were to just give up on this and go do work, go work another job that I'm never going to be home, and I'm not going to make, this kind of money. If I am going to make this kind of money, I'm for sure not going to be home. So this is kind of giving me that flexibility, and that's the reason why I want to stick with it. I hope y'all enjoy the ride. Like, subscribe. Let me know how do y'all, what do y'all do when you're faced with adversity? Do you crawl underneath a rock, or do you meet that head on and kind of find the solution to what's going on? And that's what everybody always talks about, like staying positive. It's not really a positivity thing, I don't think, for me. I can be very realist about what's going on, but I can find the solution in it. Let me know how you handle stuff, man. How it went for you. If you've been doing this for some time, let me know about those roller coaster moments, man. I want to hear about it. I like to know that other people have gone through the same thing that I've gone through. It's important for us to, as human beings, to know that we are connected through other things to other people, that we're not just this one isolated incident. So y'all be easy, be safe. We're gonna go pass out some flyers, man. We're not gonna stop at it. We're gonna keep on marketing. We have the materials now. We should just be getting them out there. We got to get in front of people. March is upon us. Y'all stay safe. Peace.